Local news, business news, international, sports, and entertainment news. Right here on GTR.
And welcome to the morning news broadcast live on GhanaTalks radio. Coming up, President Mahama hands off approach to corruption cases. Majority proposes one Ghana cedi contribution to end power outages. Government disburses 2.7 billion for education initiative. The Ministry of Education urges persons with disabilities to register for no fees policy. Galamsey destroys land equivalent to thousands of stadiums. These and many more coming up shortly. Do stay with us. President John Dramani Mahama pledges to uphold the independence of anti-corruption institutions in Ghana without political interference, with investigations involving current and former government officials. This commitment is part of his broader stance against corruption. He emphasized the transparency and accountability in government operations. He said any official found guilty of corruption will face the full force of the law regardless of their positions.
In the last election, we came up strongly and said that if we won the election, we were going to take up the fight against corruption and the issue of accountability of public officers. We were going to take it up very strongly. And so it was a commitment we made to the people of Ghana. And we launched a program called Operation Resolute. It was a very popular program with Ghanaians, and anywhere you speak and you mention oral, I mean the applause and the response you get was very overwhelming. So it shows that it's an issue that Ghanaians are very concerned about. And of course, the fight against corruption must be important because the ordinary people realize that the more the political elite steal, the more fewer resources are available for the most important things like healthcare, like education, and so on and so forth. So I said last year before the election that this probably was going to be the last opportunity for us as the political leaders of this country to show Ghanaians that yes, we can have a democratic government that is accountable and that takes the fight against corruption seriously. And so since 7th January, we've been involved in a strong fight against corruption. We've published a code of conduct for political appointees, very stringent code of conduct. And we're going to have an orientation. I think Professor Dodo and the Chief of Staff have asked them to do an orientation for all our office holders, including our Chief Executive Officers and deputies and political appointees, to take them through the code of conduct so that they understand what is expected of them. One of the major problems that was affecting our fight against corruption was political interference. The anti-corruption agencies were not allowed to do their duty without being interfered with by the political elite. And there was a clear case in point when the special prosecutor came and said that the president had called him and asked him to stop a certain investigation. And the Minister of Finance had gone to his house to try to influence him to stop the investigation into the Ajapa, we call it the Ajapa deal. And so clearly, I mean, in the past, there was an effort to interfere with.
Moving on, the majority caucus in Parliament have introduced an energy sector levy to end power outages. In response to that, the majority leader, Mahama Ayariga, said the energy sector levy requires one Ghana cedi to address the country's energy crisis. According to him, the energy sector levy differs from the electronic levy. The energy sector levy was introduced in 2015 to manage energy sector debt, promote investments, and and to supply sustainability. The levy was implemented to address debt burden and operational challenges facing state-owned and enterprises in the energy sector.
Before us is not the e-levy. What is before us is the Energy Sector Levy Amendment Bill. And basically, it is saying that Ghanaians should give one Ghana cedi each when they buy a liter of fuel so that we can end doom so. That's all. One cedis. All of us should contribute 1 cedis. Just 1 cedi per, so that we can end doom so. Each of us, when we buy fuel, 1 liter.
The prices are going down.
1 cedi. And Mr. Speaker, it is not e-levy. It's not e-levy. That is what it is. The matter has been referred to the committee. Let's all hold on. The committee will present the report to us, and when we consider the report, we can debate all these matters.
The Ghana Education Trust Fund has received 2.7 billion to support free senior high school program. This funding, announced by the Finance Minister, covers the first 4 months of 2025. Its main purpose is to address challenges in the educational sector. According to Dr. Toforsen, the funding will enable GET funds fully cover the free senior high school policy, resolving previous challenges and ensuring smooth implementation.
The Ghana Education Trust Fund, GET Fund, has received a total of 2,710,227,947 Ghana cedis. So, Speaker, 2.7 billion Ghana cedis for the months of January, February, March and April 2025, all transferred and received by the Ghana Education Trust Fund. As earlier announced in the 2025 budget, funding for the free senior high school program is now fully covered under the GET Fund. Subsequently, the challenges, including feeding, which previously impedes the smooth implementation of the program, have been resolved as a result of the payment that we have made. Right Honorable Speaker, these payments are a clear reflection of our commitment to meet all statutory obligations
The Ministry of Education is urging persons with disability to register with the Student Loan Trust Fund. This policy aims to make higher education more accessible to persons with disability by covering academic user facility fees for first-year students in public tertiary institutions. Implementing this policy is estimated to cost between 270 million and 290 million for an academic year. The program aims to provide more support to persons with disabilities in terms of institutional support and employment opportunities.
He is committed to providing for the enhancement of the dignity of persons with disability, and will do more to support you both institutional and other support in terms of the adjustments for quota for employment, even the District Assembly Common Fund, what allocation should come to persons with disability. On the matter of no stress fees and free tertiary education as a pledge and promise to you and the Ghanaian people, the President will honor the letter and spirit of his pledge. So therefore, every person with disability needs to register with the Student Loan Trust. Your funding will come through the Student Loan Trust Fund. We are collecting data on persons with disability from the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, from all tertiary institutions, for effective implementation of the free tertiary education policy of the
You heard from the Minister of Education, Haruna Idrisu. Now, the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources has revealed that illegal mining activities have devastated an aluminium amount of lands in Ghana. To put this into perspective, the affected land areas is equivalent to approximately 7,500 times the size of the Accra Sports Stadium. Although the destruction has caused severe consequences for agriculture, biodiversity and local ecosystem, the ministry urges Ghanaians to join the fight against illegal mining to protect the country's natural resources.
The operations of Akonta mining is assigned and other illegal miners. And Sebi Abanda Kutumeguma Mra Kofabaye LI 2462. Amane ye kwa brutu beye ham yinu adu wotwe wotwe wo kuruma no galamsey fruit munya kudro fa mu adu 99 no mumu depleting over 5,000 hectares of forest cover. Ebiana me ma me bi team 1 hectares the total football pitch park e bobor wo so a we are talking about 7,500 football pitches of forest cover. 7,000 through Galamsey. Maybe what you buy and acquire. Omonia could draw to the extent say, Okokran and Aquachin and said, oh, yeah, when you won't free one. One way are now Okra and no one Abadan on Yenny. I remember the incident that happened at Offin Short of it in career. Galamsey Funya could draw to share forest guards to trap Papaya, and then he's still battling for his life. And see. We near ma ye be hunu ministry but in Shanka Rade say ye say ye boni friend ye na abo no kumagurafo emre mu odin bia ne kanifo nyankopon de ma asase bia. And this time around there is certain man Owura Dondromani Mahama and ne Owura Emmanuel Amakofibu a sebe wono wonzi nso mansa na waham no wo dosonkoma na man ba ye no ye nada Owura no nada operation bia say ye say anadwo say nsuo to say wiebo odimu a the forest reserves and Galamsey fu ajiabo so nyina no green one ye categorizing into 3 ye the green no de okwa one omukan na omu asese omukuku na omukaka ye wa another one yellow fu no de kokosa de fu no de omukwa tintin ubetima pamo ne o china ba no na ase asande so bi ni ade omo so yetimia so say successfully yetimia flash.
In business, President John Dramani Mahama believes the Ghanaian cedi's value against the US dollar is more realistically between 10 to 12 rather than projecting 4 to 1 cedis. He made this statement during a policy dialogue with the Federation Associations of Ghanaian Exporters. Maintaining within 10 to 12 Ghana cedis ranges ensures Ghanaian exports reign. Meanwhile, Fitch Solution has adjusted its end of 2025 forecast for the cedi.
I assure you that in managing the economy together with the Minister of Finance, the Governor of the Bank, you can count on us to make sure that we manage the economy properly. Because if we don't, it affects your businesses. When the economy goes out of gear, it affects your businesses directly. And so I can assure you that we will continue to prudently manage the economy so that you have a predictable environment in which you can make investments, knowing that your return on investments would keep your businesses going. The recent appreciation in the value of the cedi is one that we have kept watching. As the cedi started to strengthen and the dollar depreciated, with our A-level economics, we all know that it's a balance between imports and exports. What it means is that it makes your imports cheaper and your exports more expensive. And so there must be a fair balance to try and achieve the true value of the cedi. Some people say, oh, it will come down to 4. But of course, we know the true value of the cedi is not 4. And if we went as far down as 4, it will kill all your export businesses. And so myself, the governor, and the finance minister met and discussed it. And they think that the real value of the cedi is anywhere between 10 and 12. Luckily, the forex auction has brought it to just above 10, and it appears to have stabilized there. So I think that going forward, anything between 10, 11, and 12 as a band where the cedi operates will be a fair value, both to encourage our exports, but at the same time not make imports so cheap that importers will flood our markets with toothpicks and, biscuits and coconut and all those kinds of things. And so it's a challenge to our exporters to take advantage of the cedi's appreciation, because then the advantage you also have is raw materials can be cheaper, fuel has gone down, so transporting your products.
Still on business news, an associate director, tax regulatory at Deloitte Ghana, Gilbert Ado, has called for the establishment of a centralized digital platform where taxpayers can file their financial statement. According to him, this will help curb evasion of taxes, where different financial statements are filed with different state institutions. Similarly, key institutions such as the Ghana Revenue Authority, Registrar General's Department, and the Securities and Exchange Commission will be able to access financial statements from these platforms. Answering questions as a panelist at the recent ABSA National Dialogue on tackling tax revenue, Mr. Ado called for the reinforcement of the Tax Audit and Quality Assurance Unit of the Ghana Revenue Authority, established in June 2020 to improve the quality of tax audit. Following the annual revenue projection by the Ghana Revenue Authority, he expressed concern about the lack of transparency regarding the actual cost of revenue collection and its net impact. A true measure of the national progress should consider not only gross revenue, but also the cost incurred collecting it. This often includes inefficiencies and corruption, which may have an impact on revenue generated, he mentioned. Mr. Ado added that these factors should be accounted for to determine the actual benefit to the nation, underscoring the urgent need for accountability and the enforcement of sanctions. He, however, noted that the enforcing punitive measures remains a challenge, where corrupt individuals who are to suffer these sanctions seek refuge through some chiefs, even when wrongdoings are identified. He called for the strengthening of accountability, saying it is essential in ensuring meaningful outcomes. To sports, the Black Queens suffered defeat in their final friendly on the Abidjan tour on Tuesday evening. Kim last side were undone by a second half time by their host as they lost 1-0 at the end of the game. Ghana came into the fixture hoping to take a win in the game, having thrown away a 2-goal lead in the first counter to 3-3 last week. The Sweet Boys made 2 changes to the starting lineup, with Jennifer Kujo and Alice Kusi all coming into the team. The Black Queens enjoyed a good spell of possession in the opening minutes of the game before the Ivorians took command thereafter. Les Elephant took the game to the Ghanaians as they possessed and threatened every time they surged forward. Goalkeeper Cynthia came to the rescue of the team several occasions in the game. However, she was unable to stop the Habibo strike in the 56th minute as Ghana conceded their 4th goal in 2 games against Cote d'Ivoire. The Black Queens were unable to get back on the level terms as the Ivorians picked up the win. The result leaves Ghana with just 1 win in their last 5 games, scoring 4 and conceding 6 goals in that run. The game was part of the team's preparation for the delayed 2024 Women's African Cup of Nations tournament to be staged in Morocco next month. Still in sports, former president of the Ghana Football Association, Kwesi Nyantechi has pledged to dedicate the rest of his life to supporting the welfare of prisoners in Ghana. His promise was made during the launch of the prison's football project on Tuesday, June 3rd, at the Nsawan Medium Security Prison. The initiative, in partnership with the Professional Footballers Association of Ghana, seeks to harness the power of sports as a tool for reform and reintegration. As part of the launch, Nyantechi and his team donated footballs, jerseys, basketballs, volleyballs, and other equipment to the Ghana Prisons Service. Speaking at the event, Mr. Nyantechi announced his personal commitment to champion the welfare of inmates. From a personal position, I want to commit myself to working to better the lot of prisoners for the rest of my life. I will never have thought about prison until 2 weeks ago when I came here to visit my brother from Wa, Alhaji Inusa. We met him there. We all went to the same school, Maswa Kunedu, Kwame Ayu, and they all played for Upper West Heroes football clubs with Inusa, he said. He narrated how his friend and former club chairman, Alhaji Inusa, ended up in prison. When I formed WA All Stars, he was the first chairman of the club for about 5 years. One day he went to his land in WA because he had heard that some people were selling it. He went there with a pump action gun and they threatened to beat him. There were many, numbering up to 12, so he decided to issue a warning shot. The mistake he made was that instead of issuing the shot in the air, he shot on the ground and the bullet ricocheted and hit 2 innocent people over 100 meters away. They were not connected to the issue and they died. That's what sent him to jail, so it could happen to anybody. Mr. Nyantechi added that he will engage lawyers to reopen cases of some inmates who lacked legal representation during trials. In showbiz, Deputy Director of Prisons Patrick Thomas Yedo commended the initiative and urged the public to view incarceration as an opportunity for reform. In showbiz, Ghanaian singer Jackie's latest single, Sankofa, has departed on the Billboard of US Afrobeat Top 20 chart, marking her first appearance on the prestigious international list. The song also ranks in the top 5 trendy videos on YouTube in Ghana, solidifying its local and global appeal. Lifted from her upcoming debut album After Midnight, Sankofa has rapidly gained momentum just 2 weeks after its release, amassing millions of streams across digital platforms. This chart breakthrough adds to Jackie's growing international profile, further establishing her as one of Africa's most dynamic female voices. Known for her blending sound and lyrical depth, she continues to bridge cultures through music. The song's vibrant visuals and empowering message have contributed to its viral success on YouTube, where it continues to resonate with fans. With After Midnight expected later this year, Sankofa's early success signals a strong start to what could be one of 2025's most talked about African music projects. Sankofa is currently available on all major streaming platforms. And that's how we end it on the morning news broadcast. My name is Deborah Adoso. Do well to log on to all streaming platforms at GhanaTalksRadio.com for more news updates. Do have a good morning.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with Ghana Talks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With Ghana Talks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. Ghana Talks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com ghanatalksradio.co or call +233 202 544614. Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
Hello Ghana, hello worldwide, I'm Mr. Level Bam. Now listen, every Tuesday and Friday, beyond the time it's going to carry bro. Our Ghana Talks Radio, 7 p.m. sharp. Now Tuesday, we're gonna talk about our culture, our history. My 20 things about Kwasem. Now on the Friday, you bars on bars. You better rap, you better say no artists go join me in the studio. We're gonna discuss about music and business. Konya, or you singer, and now you rapper, you think say you get bars. You go be spit fire. Now listen, make you join me with studios. Our Ghana Talks Radio and yes say then our day. Me say download the Ghana Talks Radio app no our Play Store and the App Store. No tune in yes say this what you see baba live on Facebook, go Instagram, any Ghana Talks Radio page and so now listen. E be your fire. 1 year, Konya, Wading, Jajan.
What do you want for breakfast? How do you want your breakfast?
English breakfast, French fries.
Koko Nikosi, alo komi kesheto.
Wache.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Join us on Ghana Talks Radio. Let's serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines, review, current affairs to social issues.
Entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare,
Regina Bless,
Deborah Adoso,
and I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show. What do you want for breakfast? How do you want your breakfast?
English breakfast, French fries.
Koko Nikosi, alo komi kesheto.
Wache.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Join us on Ghana Talks Radio. Let's serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines, review, current affairs to social issues.
Entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare,
Regina Bless,
Deborah Adoso,
and I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show.
This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show on Ghana Talks Radio. A beautiful good morning to you, wherever you are listening to us. It's a rainy Wednesday morning. I hope you have your cardigans on. I hope you are under some kuntukra friends in Abroad in the blanket. Hey, ready? School ya I can't see him quite. You did feel ya.
Well, yeah, accountant. Now say then who can school wants it? I beg. Senior professor.
As the midweek edition, it promises to be exciting, intellectual, and educative as usual on the breakfast show. And the studios with me anchoring the show today is the two beautiful ladies. They are faces of the Ghana Talks Radio, you know, Mrs. and Mrs. They are married.
Miss.
No,
Mrs.
Ah.
Miss. No.
Oh, really? So you are available?
Mm-hmm.
People can actually.
No. I'm not ready.
You are not ready. Is it that you are not ready or you are not
I'm
alone?
not ready. I'm not interested.
You are not interested.
No.
Hey.
Come on. Madam, I mention you.
Hey.
So I want them to
You get it today. Hey. Mommy was sleeping beside me.
Hey. Heaven, dear, here is you, heaven. The packets way be near Beshia. The packets way.
You're trying through.
But yes, you can join the conversation as usual on all our social media platforms at Ghana Talks Radio, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and on X. Our YouTube is Ghana Talks Radio. On WhatsApp, you can join through 0202 544 614 0202 544 614. How old do you? Hey, how old do you? And so now bomb rough.
Sorry.
So I bomb me. Why?
Looking sweet, no?
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, you're looking.
This is just a
looking
casual. They're casual.
And then your man
Primala. I don't want to say.
Hey.
Oh really?
Primarily.
That way. Primarily. Temporally. Those
You
really.
Especially when you are reading very fast.
Yes.
Just.
Hey. So what did you say when you wanted to
I
say
don't even remember.
She said
Primala.
You were getting 90 last week on so guy, but me feed out.
But you know, our guests will be joining us. They are representing the NDC and the NPP. But before they get here, as usual, just by the ways. Oh, Medafi. Medafi. I won't say Masasa Matara.
Na baby I don't mean Jawatali.
Hey. Here ndim komo.
Obi kwa sister, thank you.
I na mo kana mo shake you.
Oh, and sure be I.
So, but this government, and it's good you two are here.
Why? What's happening?
So yesterday, did you read that they are introducing a new tax? A new tax.
Saw it, full tax.
And it's heavy, like 1 city.
On fuel?
That's what they are saying.
See, a lawyer for reduction now, because he's saying, and there's some mess out tomorrow.
I don't think so, because fuel, it will keep dropping. That's one thing.
Okay.
That's one thing. It will keep dropping. But you see, yeah, we understand that every country builds at the back of taxes.
Yeah.
All these developed countries that we see is by their taxes that they do what they do and pay off their debts. But here lies the situation where before you come to power, you campaigned against taxes. Said you are not going to introduce any taxes to burden the Ghanaian people. 5 months in power. Boom. A bomb. A
bomb.
Yes, this is a bomb. Like, nobody even saw this coming. Is it really fair? It's like
the fact that they didn't campaign, like they campaign against taxes.
Yes. We are paying so much, and the justification for this tax
is what?
That we need to introduce it to pay off our energy debts. How? When your light finish, don't you buy light?
I buy.
Like, it's prepaid. Until you buy, you can't even use it. So if I'm already buying light before I use, why am I owing a debt to pay? That you need to tax me to pay it.
You are not the one owing.
Exactly. So I don't need to.
The government's owing, and if government is owing, automatically we are also Ghanaian, so we are also owing. But it doesn't mean that you are the one owing per se. You get me? Okay. And with the prepaid you are talking about, without the lights, you can't buy prepaid. You don't even get chance to buy prepaid. So they are giving us the energy. And now they are owing the people who is it the independent power bodies who give power to this ECG? They are owing them. So what if they also say you are owing me enough already, so there's no way I'll give you power again?
Yeah,
can you buy prepaid? You can't, because there's no light.
There's no light. Okay. So how would you?
So you think it is justifiable?
In my opinion, I think it is not simply because. Maybe you say we support the party or we support the government. But if it is justifiable enough, I think that's a good cause.
Okay.
First off, how many taxes are we now? How many taxes did they abolish? They abolished the e-levy,
betting tax,
the betting tax, the emission tax. and all of that. These are 3 taxes they have abolished, and they are yet to abolish the COVID-19 tax alone. And they brought in fuel tax. The fuel tax, everyone that is going to be paying for it.
Everyone is paying.
Everyone. And if they've taken 3 tax off and they've introduced another one.
Since they came into power. So.
Okay. Let's take it from this angle. Like, I want you to understand the concept of why we even brought about the prepaid system.
Okay.
The prepaid system is actually for us not to owe anymore. Because with prepaid, it's like ordering a food from a fair lounge.
And paying directly.
Now, if you order a food, it's when they prepare and bring it to you, right or wrong?
Right.
So, until you order the food, they are not going to prepare and bring to you to eat. So you pay, you eat. Like, that is how it is. It's not like I'm going to eat or they are going to bring it to you and some time after you pay. This one is a pay as you go thing. So with that, you have paid to eat. Now, a fair lounge is telling you that even after paying to eat, they still owe where they got the rice that they cook for you. So you need to pay another extra for them to be able to sort out the people they got the rice from. Even though whenever you buy, you pay. How is that fair to you as a customer?
Okay, for that, I don't think it's fair.
That is exactly how ECG is.
Really?
See,
okay,
the light.
So, if that is exactly how ECG is, then let's also use the past administration, for example. Because we're right here in Ghana, when they cut a cost for every Ghanaian right here, say, Ghana Nimbia de Kase, because you didn't hear of that story. Say let's say Ghana is owing 10 billion.
10 billion.
So because Ghana is owing 10 billion and every individual is supposed to pay. Did you hear of that?
Did you hear that one?
Do you know what baffles me right now?
What?
It's the equalization. Why are we trying to equalize? No. Whenever this government gets it wrong, we equalize it with the previous government.
Oh no, we are not trying to equalize anything.
We are setting an example. And we are also setting an example for you to also understand.
So, when we got that figured out, everyone is owing 10 billion. Did they come to your doorstep to
and
pay?
Did have this government or this people also come to our doorstep to take any money from us?
We are going to pay indirectly.
Exactly.
And even kids even pay indirect taxes. We have direct and indirect taxes.
See, no country is against paying tax. It's about the kind of tax you are paying. This is like paying double for one thing, and that is extortion.
Extortion?
Yes.
Extortion.
If I am already buying the light before I get it, how should I also pay, or why should I pay again for your debt?
So if the light goes off, how will you buy the light?
What are we justifying right now?
No, if the light goes off, how would you buy the light? It's not like these people intentionally left the debt there. And
what we should be advocating for our citizens is they should find a means to pay the debt they have.
And individuals as citizens should not only be citizens, should not only be spectators, but should act as citizens. These citizens that you are trying to defend are the same citizens who make sure that they sometimes steal power from ECG.
Illegal.
This is mind-boggling.
No, this is not mind-boggling. This is not
this is case. Mind-boggling.
No, this is not a case where we are trying to defend anyone. But let's be real. You know, some when you even go Dabempo Sunday, I was going to church, and one lady, I think in regards to the new prepaid, she was like, one lady as a tenant or one in next door, 5 months she has not bought prepaid, and I was like, 5 months you've not bought prepaid, so how do you get lights to use? How do you do it?
5 months.
Sometimes we are our own problem. We are the cause of some issues. Some people will buy prepaid meters and call an electrician to illegally tighten it so that the usage will not go fast, will not be rapid.
Let me ask you this. If today we close from here and we leave our doors open, and then the next morning when we come, the office is empty, do we blame the thief or we blame us who let the doors open?
They'll blame us.
So you are actually blaming the person who saw the advantage to capitalize on, to get light, rather than the person who left the hole for them not to have that privilege to capitalize on.
I don't get it.
ECG is supposed, see, those meters we have, they have systems for it to be impossible, like impossible, I say difficult, impossible to even steal light. If
So
they've left that
how
open.
do people still light?
So, light, we are one and electricians. Who electrician? Lady now was your electrician.
I'm trying to.
But someone don't call free electrician. And the electrician can just wake up and come to my house. So be tighten me meeting.
I am beginning to believe what one man said not so long ago, that we as a people, we actually deserve whatever we are served. Because the same people cheating us are the same people we defend.
So right now, who are we defending?
It is not me or you as a citizen to secure or be a security for the operations of ECG. It is not. A ECG Juma. And in natural fact, in Kenya in a police station, because I was a citizen being who said it is wrong to steal from someone or do a crime or commit a crime. Sorry. Whatever debt I owe is because of their doing, not us. At the end of the day.
Not us. I never
do you
said,
understand that? Do you understand that the IPPs, the IPPs that we get, they don't give it to us on them. We actually pay to them to give to us.
And that is why ECG they've not been able to pay.
And yet, if you don't have light, does ECG give you light? Do they give you light, or unless you buy before you get light?
When it comes to the prepaid, I say
we are in the prepaid.
Doom lights.
No, what a prepaid? So we prepaid, sir. Inti ade inti na ade amato. Baby, I will call 12. Now I will to a man who crowd fast order so that. How then do you owe the person supplying it to you, and for me to come and pay that debt? Are we getting it? The entire intention behind introducing ECG, prepaid system, is to eradicate debts in our energy sector. We should never make an excuse for a government when it comes to these things.
But you agree to the fact that we are owing, we are in debt.
How did we owe? That is where we should take. It's not about whether we are owing or not. What okay, what do you ECG?
I mean, I don't.
What do you ECG car?
Mainly ECG car.
And see, who are you rather defending now?
No, I'm not saying like I'm going. As long as I know my money is for a good cause, I don't have a problem with it. And if the country is in debt, you and I sat here and then we digested the SONA and we saw the debt we are having. So if the government is unable to pay and they are imposing a 1 cedi tax for we Ghanaians to pay to sort that issue, why can't we all come together and then help that?
The PDS deal, the Japa deal, the Ameri deal.
Okay.
These are all scandals, which the so-called oral said they are going to recover the loot from whoever is involved. It is these deals that they propose or say that has brought the debt to the country. Why don't you tackle those deals, get those money back, pay off your debts?
For how long?
For how long is which long? Like, I don't get you. How long has it?
For how long? Because I believe this investigation is not going to take like a day or two to just recover those money.
Okay.
Probably it's going to take...
So you would okay. So tomorrow when we wake up, Which institution crowd should I use?
Is it the energy sector or
no.
which one?
I need another, the health sector. They are owing, even though they have internal generated funds. Even though we go there, we pay. But Kolebu is owing. Even though me kwa wa metuas kansa na say. Nti se me kwa wa metuas sika na omo ka na omo de no. Sika na metua na omo fa nkotua omo ka no. Saa ka na omo de no me kwa o se me sentua 100 cedis na omo mfa ntua saa ka no. Etowasu. Like ukwa obeye.
No, I'm trying to get you.
No. Like you let me state it again. Kolebu, the health facility. Okowa yadicheo.
Oh no, you pay for it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not like
so once you pay, whatever they are selling to you is what you've bought. In any other sense, wherever they also took it, they've gotten the money to pay it there. Until one day kolebuka. Automatically, I want to say kolebu so de baby a omokoto para ni fi yeneka because nipa ono ton para na mano nipa no ato man nipa ne tuaka. Do you get me? Afterwards, wako be wo pane. Yes, pane ni 20 cedis. But then yedeka inti after 20 cedis no send to 10 cedis. Na fa support ni emfentu asaka no. Even though pane na mebe won waji misike was a wudi tu ahon kadeda. Yaka as same way jewa obeye.
Okay.
Ghanaians have been bullied and cheated when it comes to taxing. I don't know, maybe it's because I study tax. That's why I understand it. So, but a prepaid, like mentor ya, yusu ye. Enti mi disikana mao, wako di. What's the man I meet you as I can amount? That is what we are dealing with right now. And we are saying it's fair, it's justifiable. It's a valid reason.
As long as the money is going to be used for a right purpose.
Which right purpose?
To pay off the debt of the... Because I believe if there's no light, how can we work? How can you buy prepaid?
So...
I'm surprised.
I did a little research and with what we are talking about, one institution or one sector can't be blamed. We are all involved in a way. And here is it. First of all, the government. Secondly, ECG. And also independent power producers. And lastly, the ordinary Ghanaian. We are the consumers. In a way, we have should I say, we are contributing factors to the losses or whatever debt is being incurred.
As long as it's going to affect us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So with the government, they are saying subsidy policies and underpricing, delays in payment to power producers, poor planning and overcontracting. And with the ECG, revenue leakages, weak bailing and collection systems, management issues. And with the independent power producers, they are saying partly to be blamed, but because they are business driven, we can't 100% should I say blame them, because you pay, I give. And with the ordinary Ghanaian, they are saying not to be blamed by directly, but parts of the cycle. Most consumers do pay, especially prepaid users, as you said, but illegal connections, power thefts, and refusal to pay bills, including large institutions, contribute to ECG's losses. We were right here when sometimes even government institutions needs to be closed down because they are not paying their...
So now you understand why the ordinary Ghanaian is not supposed to pay this tax.
We are all part of it. No one is left out.
How are you part? Tell me.
Me personally, I would say I'm not part of it because I have not bought prepaid or paid light bill or anything in my life before.
Okay. How is the ordinary Ghanaian part?
As stated here, illegal connections, power thefts, and refusal to pay bills. And even let's divert a bit with what is it called? Is it the water bill? I learned there's a meter under the ground. And sometimes as a new tenant, you go into an old house and that has already been there. And so one hour about for almost they can almost billions of cedis, millions of cedis you know nothing about. So sometimes these people pile their debts. They don't pay it.
Whose responsibility? Like, see, as a crone that one, yeah, to turn chain and a yeja crono.
How?
Government institutions are or modeka ya wa kan wa hai. E ya wona odeka. Government institution use prepaid. They bill them on their meter. When I was recording scan or mo. And I say ECG.
The officials.
The government institution also
and I believe that you shouldn't even wait for an official to come and ask you for money. As
an official,
once you are an official, what are you also doing?
No.
Oh no, Dabio. Winning. If you are paying school fees, is it the school that comes to you to take the money?
Don't block your portal.
You go and pay your fees. Oh, Mary, no, let's be real here. You see what
you just said. You see what you just said.
What?
If you don't pay, what do they do?
They'll block your portal.
You know that they came to cut light here. It was how is it called? Almost sounds so light in Ibium. Not the ECG people who came to cut the light. You go to you go to certain institutions. ECG ni few how we try light mupena or no wasan feature illegally connect. So we are not saying that, and we are not saying
we are not getting
no. We need to get it, and we get it. With the debts coming, it's not only based on ECG.
Who is it based on?
The government, ECG, and even as an ordinary consumer.
As an ordinary consumer. What are you supposed to do?
As
between wo any ECG. Why na also share send yonko etu an light bill?
ECG. That means you
have a responsibility to also play. As an individual to also pay your electricity bill.
You are working here and you are not paid.
Then the students have been the ECG institution in the first place. Because everyone should know, say, I will send me to a bill. You are there to make sure they pay. It's not that it doesn't lie on them to pay. It lies on you to make sure they pay.
But to prepaid sign, they won't himself was so koto. And yeah, ECG never be catch us a koto.
That is why they are doing Ghana a disservice. 90% of Ghanaians are on prepaid. Do you know those who are not on prepaid? Government institutions. It is someone on my book.
So what of the illegal connections?
How many illegal?
And all that. Therefore, we were right here when a lot they brought huge debts.
Okay.
Specifically
if you
for
see
illegal
if you see
meters
a faulty meter, can you identify?
Me, I won't identify.
Whose responsibility is it to see a faulty meter?
The ECG.
So who is to be blamed for faulty meters?
They go about checking it, and this illegal connection, they go about checking it.
Do you realize you are shooting yourself in the foot?
How am I shooting myself? How?
They go about checking it.
They check it.
And we still have it going on.
Oh.
Then how are they checking it?
You are talking as if you don't know Ghanaians. You don't know your people.
You are talking as if you don't understand the responsibility or mandate given to ECG.
They are
at fault here. We don't need to make excuses for them.
No one is making excuses for them. We are not making excuses for anyone.
You are.
We went to buy kinky down there, and the woman was saying that so your friend is saying, card and also prepaid that embassy, right?
Yeah.
So as the consumer or the individual. So you sit down in the comfort of your home to wait for ECG to come for inspection before you go and show the, or before you send the meter and say, oh, meter has a problem. Me yes yemba. Is that what we are trying to say? They are playing their parts. We also have a part.
What is the part that ECG has played in this debt thing? Do you know how much we are owing?
A lot.
Do you know the revenue ECG accumulated from the slides that we buy? Do you know?
For that, I don't know.
Okay. You're a journalist. Make that research. Secondly, if you finish, make sure you check for how much they reported that they've received. The citizens you are saying say we need to do our bit. You know. Citizens need to your moka. Sikana kodi government now. Government now for sikana yene also there. And the citizens are now being taxed to pay that debt. And you think it is justifiable because it is going to give us light. Right after we have paid for that same light.
If the government is bringing a tax you are not okay with, as a citizen, you also have the right to protest against it. Oh, you don't. You have
so
the
what?
right.
What? So then,
so
if
what you
right
want
now,
to
what
do.
are we doing?
Me, I don't have a problem with
if you don't want to pay, you can decide not to buy anything and see if you'll be affected or not.
You let me come on the buy. Yes, So, see, this doesn't change the fact that we are all a part of it. We all have a part to play.
I am not a part of it.
We all have roles.
No Ghanaian is a part to.
Okay.
Is a part of it.
Yo.
The state institution has failed. They are the part of it. Not the Ghanaian people. We pay them. Some crofia ECG for us your taxes nessa into your moka. If we are 100 people, 90 people are paying taxes
but
for you
it's
to
not
go
wrong
around
for, it's
making
not wrong
your
for
tax.
a government to come into pay and say I'm introducing a tax. Is it wrong? It's not wrong. If only they feel that the tax they are introducing.
So you are telling us that under the NPP taxes were wrong. Under NDC
we never said taxes were wrong.
Hey.
Wait, you bring a tax that you feel that it will benefit the people. This is not an issue of who is an MPP or who is an NDC, but you bring a tax that will benefit the people. When they brought the tax, Ghanaians were not in support of it. Fine, but they came out to tell us that this is what the tax being collected will do. This is the amount it would accumulate. This is what they will use the taxes for. And did we see it?
So what tells you that the tax we are about to pay,
and
we are going to see what they say is going to do?
No, why are you trying to decide for them before the tax is even being paid?
In the
that
first
is not
place,
what we
listen,
did
in the
when
first
the levy
place,
was introduced.
What you and
people should calm down.
No, they are bringing a tax. The tax is not already in existence. We are already we are.
See,
we are cooking.
See.
Let the tax come. Let the tax come first. We pay. Then at the end of a specific time, we
don't
that
see the results.
Yes.
Then we can start bashing them.
Because
I've read comments. Because I've read comments.
So under the NPP, taxes are so bad.
We never said taxes were so bad. The taxes was a financial burden to us because we were not seeing the use
so
of it.
The ones you are about to pay.
It is a burden to us, but unless we see the result of what they are using the taxes for, and if at the end of the day the money they are taking, it will pay it will pay the debt. Exactly. What's
so they say contribute so that we will solve this issue.
No, and then a man who say,
and the one who say, MPP Tiabemu.
Whether you like it or not, you pay.
NDC ya bonny, MPP ya bonny, ya becca. we will not discriminate. We will not.
You can decide not to pay. You can decide not to pay.
Yes.
So you keep your money in your pocket.
They will
not send money.
Don't send money.
That's fair.
But we send money.
We send money.
That's fine.
And they were deducting, and the money. What did we see? What did they use it for?
I've seen it.
Even Atufosi came and said that they
what?
Nothing. You've not seen anything. You are saying
I have seen it all
with ECG today. Or with our power sector or with the energy sector we are facing, the depth we are facing. We are all contributing factors. We all have a role to play. It doesn't only boil down to ECG or the independent power bodies who supply energy to us. As an individual, what are you also doing to make sure that you play your part? Do not indulge in fraudulent activities. Don't go and call any ECG or any electrician to come and tighten your meter so that you will not be able to
consume much.
Yeah, Paul.
See. There was a me who be an enemy.
Hey! For shine your eye.
Hey!
Yes. One house in another is first now, yes.
Wow. Anyways, that was such a heated conversation on the Just by the Ways on Ghana Talks breakfast show this morning with the ladies. I am so surprised about where they stand and the conversation that we just had. But we are about to have an extensive elaboration on this particular topic with the gentleman in the studios right away. Paul.
Mr. Murray.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Murray.
Yes, sir.
And good morning to your viewers, listeners, and everyone, and the good people of Amasaman.
Yeah.
Good morning to them all.
Oh, okay.
It's really this morning. As you can see, I'm a little bit wet.
Yeah.
Accra is wet.
Accra is wet.
And slippery.
In fact, the entire Ghana is wet.
And slippery. Yeah.
Because
the way it's wet and slippery, we should be careful that we don't slip, we don't fall and slip into
under somebody's blanket.
No, into somebody's hole. A manhole or borehole or any hole. Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. Isaka.
Omari, good morning.
Good morning, boss. Everything cool?
Everything is okay.
Who a solid man, Mr. Classic.
Honorable member.
Honorable. But I hope everything is fine.
Yeah, everything is fine. First of all, good morning to our listeners and good morning to the people of Ablekuma Central and also Klote Kole as well.
Oh, okay.
And as we all know, the reset is going on. So the rain is falling at the season that is supposed to be. For past 8 years, sometimes the rain to fall in the month of June is very, very difficult. So we are grateful the reset is on, and even through God will, the rain is raining in June. So we are grateful.
We are grateful to God. But Ghanaians are not really grateful with the news that they received yesterday. I know it's not part of our conversation, but I mean, a few blistering on it.
Yeah, which of the Ghanaian? Because I'm also a Ghanaian.
Okay. Me sitting here, for instance,
are not grateful.
I am not. Because, Isaka, you people, and I'm talking about the NDC.
Yeah.
Were so loud against taxes, nuisance taxes, as you called it. Sami Jemfi had this botanical names he used to give to them.
Yeah. Is this a nuisance
They
tax?
are mischievous. They are.
Is this a mischievous tax?
Isaka,
I just want to ask you: is it a mischievous tax? Did you see what they left? The debt they left at the energy sector.
And so it is up to us to pay.
No, it's not about you paying. It's about the better Ghana. That is what we are trying to build. And I just bought food this morning, and I thought they would even remove the tax today, but I heard very soon they'll start. But it's a good initiative, and this for all of us.
Hey!
Yeah, this is for all of us. And you see, we need to be grateful. Look at them. Look at, yeah. So when you said Ghanaian, I'm even surprised because I don't see anyone complaining. Yeah. Because we Ghanaian, we are okay, and we are grateful to John Dramani Mahama. The dollar alone is okay for us. Look at, 1 cedi is not even enough. They should do 2 Ghana per liter. We will pay. If only this is going to fix the problem they left for us at the energy sector. if only this one Ghana is going to fix that problem, we will pay. We will pay the lorry fare, and the drivers will buy the fuel, and they will remove the tax for the betterment of all of us. So we are grateful to Atufosen, because the dollar alone is okay for us.
Okay.
So at least they should do it 2 cedis per liter. If you are not okay with it, just Togo is just here, Cote d'Ivoire is just here. You can just use your Ghana card and go in.
Now you people are sacking us.
No, we are not sacking you. You said Ghanaian, so I don't see anyone complaining, because we Ghanaian, we are okay. Yeah, we are okay.
Paul.
No, like to say if you're not okay, you can just move out from Ghana to the Togo, Burkina, or anywhere. It's not a good statement. No, it's not a good statement, because for this tax, I'll ask myself, what is the main issue or what's the main problem that we are facing in the energy sector? Ask yourself. Is it maintenance? Is it debt? Because somewhere around 12 May, this very year, last month, 12 May, the Minister of Energy, John Abujinapo, came out to say that by the end of June, you will no more face doom so. Initially, they were saying there's no doom so. You can check it on Modern Ghana.
Okay.
It's there. It said doom so will end after May, June maintenance.
Okay.
Meaning the doom so that I was even talking about, it's not about the debt. The cost of doom so or whatever we are facing, it's not about the debt. He made it clear. That's what I'm saying. This minister has been very dishonest to Ghanaians. Today this, tomorrow this. Fuel are shortage, so they cannot produce the light for us to our homes. Tomorrow they'll come and tell you maintenance. The next day is debt. If the minister cannot work, he should just tell Mr. Mr. Excellency, dear Mahama, I, Mr. John Abujinapo, you appointed me as the Minister of Energy, but I cannot fix the problem there. It's very simple. Because this tax, now they're talking about e-levy is bad. E-levy. Momo card is not optional. But now if you're having a car, doom so is going on. You should have a plant. You have to buy fuel. It's not only cars, it's not only for only drivers. Those using plants, and doom so is still going on. They are buying the plants. And then you don't know the cost of the doom so. The main cost of doom so we don't even know. Do you get it? We don't even know the main cost of doom so. The minister is not even telling us the truth. That maybe is because of the debt. Because of if it's about the debt, they came out that they have they are coming out with practice or policies or ways to collect all those debts, all those old debts. They came out with some policies that somewhere around January 8th or January 9th, the minister was speaking loudly. They'll come out on how to even collect the debts and to pay the debts this are owing to the IPPs. So we all know that maybe they are trying or they have means and ways that they are going to collect the debts owed to the ECG so they can be able to pay the IPPs.
Okay.
Now we are all there. Even last month, May, 12th May, you came to tell that Doomso will end. Initially, they were saying there's nothing like Doomso. But he came out that Doomso will end after May, June. And now we are in June and are introducing the tax that this tax is going to solve the energy sector. So when? So when? We don't know. So the tax, are they going to take it for the whole of the 4 years? Or the 3.5 years remaining? For how long are they going to take this tax to fix the energy sector? That's the question. Now, if you are buying the fuel, if it's 12 cedi per liter, and then your car is a tanker, and you have to buy about maybe 50 liters, then it means you are paying how much? 50 cedis. And it's going to affect everybody. Sure. The drivers are going to base on this, and start misbehaving. The drivers are going to base on this and start misbehaving. Obaka just said, she said that fuel, you signed the tax at also. And then they'll start misbehaving. Do you get it? Yeah, so this is not something that we should applaud the energy minister for. Okay. The energy minister is being dishonest. I was saying, the main problem the ECG is facing, whether it's maintenance, whether it's fuel, whether it's the debt. Because we learned they've met with the IPPs and they've discussed how they are going to pay the IPPs. Yeah. The debts, they've met the IPPs and they've discussed everything about with them, how they're going to pay the debts and everything. And then they even came out with some institutions that are owing ECG with huge amounts. And then they made it clear that they're going to take those monies and be able to pay the IPPs. And IPPs will work. I don't think this doing so is an issue of lower capacity or something.
Okay.
I don't think it's like an issue. We should know the main cause of the doom before we start, before you introduce even this levy.
Okay.
So like we get to know that no, this is the main issue we are facing. That's why we are taking this levy.
Yeah.
Now we don't know where it's maintenance because last month you came to tell us that after May, June, doom will end, and now you are in June and we are introducing a new levy. And there's one thing to worry me about this. To me issue, I want to just talk a little about it. To me issues are the Yoko and other things.
You would have one.
This Yoko issue, the bill that they placed on Untumi, to me, I'll say it's so huge. Government will change. I'll say government will change, and we are the president.
Let me ask you something.
I don't support corruption.
How much?
I don't support.
How much was the bill for Atuisian?
I don't know.
Don't know.
So
it was 200 million.
I'm just speaking.
Do you know how much bill they gave to?
Is it Woyomi? I could talk about Woyomi.
No. Yeah. Okay. Even Woyomi. How much was it?
54 or something.
Okay.
So fine.
How much was the Dubois?
So fine. I'm coming. Let me land. Let me land. Power will change. The Rambo style of arresting people, and I know if after 48 of detention, and the person has not been able to bring the sureties for the bill, let's prosecute the person to court. But Untumi's issue. Or the more than 3 days, or you call them more than 3 days, more than 48 hours. Do you get it? Power will change. And this president is certain. We were here when the president, double salary. Many of the MPs, the NDC MPs, we were on double salaries. We are supposed to prosecute them and arrest them. The president said, no. Abida Idrusu, Amabua, and the rest, we can't just jail this political class of people.
That's what he said.
Yeah, no, like, we can't just jail this political class of people. Like, at least, Yamam Kanamuntia. Let them pay those debts than arresting them and jailing them. Like, do you get it? We should allow them to pay because we can't say they are enemy Ghanaians. We are developing a nation of man nature. So we should allow them to pay. There are about 32 MPs that could have go to jail, but we tell them we should allow them to pay the debt rather instead of jailing them because they are those class of people like Amabua, Hona Gusu, Jinapo, and the rest. Kabanaka wouldn't that jail, but which the president said no. Let's make it this way. Let them pay the debt rather. Do you get it? But we've learned a lot. From whatever has happened, we've learned a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Since we are on you, what do you make of government's decision to expand the student loans to all tertiary institutions? First of all, the student loan, how beneficial is it to the students?
But the student loan depends. I would say it depends on your home. You have 2 brothers in the university. University, we have no mom, we have no dad, and I'm the eldest. And it's not easy.
Yeah,
it's not easy. By certain times, we get help or assistance from some people. Then we pay their fees and hostel fees and other things. This student loan is a very good initiative.
Okay,
you can access the loan, pay your fees, and then when you are done, you start working. They start paying.
Okay,
and then thanks to Dr. Baumia for introducing the Ghana card and the no guarantor student loan. By this thing that they are saying, they want to introduce it to all the tertiary institutions. I asked myself, is the nursing training schools and then the teacher training schools part of this? Because in the budget, money was allocated for training allowance.
Okay.
Money was allocated for training allowance. Almost about 683 million Ghana cedis.
Okay.
Was allocated for teacher training and nursing training allowance.
Okay.
And then now we are switching that all institutions are going to grant loan, meaning the allowance is not. I don't think they're going to get the gain.
Why?
Initially that was the plan that they will introduce student loan to the nurses and the teacher training allowance, so that they cancel the training allowance.
Okay.
They just introduce the loan to them, the nursing trainees and the teacher trainees. Then they cancel the loan allowance. The teacher training allowance. That was even to now. Ask them after the budget was read. If you have any nursing trainee or a teacher trainee, ask him or her that have he or she received any allowance.
Really? It hasn't been paid?
It hasn't been paid. You can ask. That's what I'm saying. If you have any, you can call the phone. Yeah, you can call. You can call. I've spoke to many.
Okay.
The allowances have not been in.
Okay.
After the budget was read, after the 683 million Ghana cedis was allocated for the nursing training allowance, the allowance hasn't been paid.
Okay.
The budget was read in March, right?
Yes.
So let's say April, May, June. I will not add June, April, May. Okay. Hasn't been paid.
Okay.
Right. So I think the talking is too much.
So before you end it, let me ask: do you think this is just a ploy, a tactic to take off the nursing and training allowance?
It's very simple, but already money has been allocated.
Okay.
To that sector.
Okay.
Money has been allocated, but you are trying to just make it to clear the nursing and training allowance. Okay. Because already technical institutions are benefiting from this student loan. Okay. The universities. Okay. Maybe I don't know about the private universities. For that one, I can't speak for them. Okay. By the other institutions that we might talk about might be the colleges of education and then the nursing training colleges.
Training institutions.
Yes, those are what I can speak about. Okay. And then they want to extend it to them, and once it goes to them, it means they're trying to cancel the training allowances. Okay. That's it. It's very simple. But already money has been allocated to that sector. And then allowances near. Training allowances near.
And they want to squander that money and
that's just kind of say later they'll come and tell you they're going to put it in the student loan. Okay. But I don't know if money was allocated for student loan in the budget.
But has that do we have yearly allocations for students loan?
I don't know. I don't really know.
Okay.
But I don't know. So if they're going to maybe they must switch like they're going to allocate certain money for student loan or other things. So I don't know. Okay. But the ploy is that they want to cancel the nursing and teacher training allowances. Okay. But already money has been allocated to that sector. That they have to be paid. That they have to pay them.
Okay.
But that money, if I ever call for them, is it one change? So it's very serious.
Okay.
And then the private institutions or the private universities.
Yeah.
I don't know how they are going to do this. If they're going to extend it to all institutions, they didn't make it like government institutions. It's all tertiary institutions, right?
Yeah.
They didn't say all government institutions or something. All tertiary, the private ones, I don't know how they're going to do it. They should come out clear with how everything is going to be done. Because they're going to involve the private institutions also. But anyway, thanks to Dr. Baumia for the no guarantor, the Ghana card, no guarantor loan. Yeah. Thanks to Dr. Baumia. He has done very, very, very well. And the NDC will use this policy to also help the students. You get it? Yeah, that's I told you. I have to whereas in the university, they can apply for it we told them no, they should apply for the student loan. We just find means and ways and take care of them.
Okay.
Because maybe after working, maybe after we always we are told the Juma they flanched it the Juma project, they flanched it the Wamlen coders, they flanched the Wamlen coders, nothing. You can go there, ask people who registered the Wamlen coders, and they will tell you that they are still on pending.
Okay.
My brother is aware of this. You ask them, then they will tell you they are still on pending. They are still on pending. Okay. You ask them, they tell you they are still on pending. Wamlen coders. It's a Juma proposal. So even for the person to get a loan, and later on to get a government institution to get a very nice work to do so that they can pay the loan will be an issue. Because we were here told us 2 million Ghanaian youth are unemployed. The 24-hour economy is about to start. 24-hour economy now we don't even know when it's starting.
Okay.
Maybe Mr. Mario, you have an idea. You have an idea of when the 24-hour economy is starting.
Oh, once Isaka is here, I think he can give us an idea to that effect.
And we know the 200 million and the 24-hour economy is going to employ more youth. We are in June now, and we still don't know how or when this 24-hour economy is going to kickstart. Did you get it? It's worrying. It's worrying. You go for a loan, we will credit money on.
Okay.
Whatever they said during the campaign were settings from Sam George to Namba Blackwa. Blackwa who was saying we shouldn't use private jet or whatever. Now they're telling us buying Bahamas jet where to pick the first lady from the UK to Ghana. Okay. It's a lie. What's I say? So whatever they were saying in the opposition, they just want the power and then they lure their way into power.
All right. Okay, that's fair. Isaka.
All right.
According to Paul, you and your people, you are just trying to tactically maneuver your ways through some means to just cancel the training allowances so that you can introduce the training schools to the students' loan.
For me, I don't even know the nurses don't benefit from student SOTF because for what I know, even private universities, I have colleagues in private university who are benefiting for student loan. Do you know the problem? You see, after the registration, the verification is not located in every school. My brother can testify when you come to Accra Technical University, the verification office is located at ATU. Most of the universities, it is there. So in case you are even in a private university, you can come there. Look at, all you need is what? Your Ghana card and your school ID card.
And no guarantee.
And your I'm coming and your e-switch. I hope you get it. And I'm grateful my brother said we should commend Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And secondly, I think he should also applaud John Dramani Mahama. If not because of the digital center, the modern infrastructure, how will we even get the eSIM on the Ghana card?
Okay.
I hope you get it. The Ghana card has been there for a very long time. It is just the initiative of the ECOWAS. That was the plan. But how can we get the modern Ghana card, which is the eSIM on the card? The brain behind the Ghana Digital Center, modern infrastructure, is because of this thing. And you see, governance is all about what? Continual effort. I hope you get it. And I'm grateful Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, when he came into office, he saw it. And this NIA boss, he was the one introducing Bawumia at the Ghana Digital Center, at the NIA, to see the kind of good work John Dramani Mahama has done. Later on, they sacked him. We all saw it. He was the one introducing Bawumia, showing Bawumia the modern things that John Dramani Mahama did, including even the biometric passport. We all saw when it was launched. I hope you get it. And they sacked this gentleman. And today that gentleman is back again. So if you are commending Bawumia for using Ghana card as the guarantor, good. You need to commend John Dramani Mahama for that initiative. And I want my brother to know that, you see, when you open SLTF, they will let you know. You see, when we say tertiary education, whether the private, whether the nursing school, whether everyone is entitled to take the loan. So far as you are a Ghanaian, everyone is entitled. And we are grateful to John Dramani Mahama for bringing the no fee stress on the student loan portal. Because as I told you the last time, some people normally take the loan just to do what? Just to spend it. And those who are in need of that loan, they don't benefit from it. Because if me, I want the loan to pay my school fees, and you want the loan to do something else, it's not fair. That is why we introduced the no fee stress. Now, no, you will not even wait, because normally we wait and it takes even the end of semester before the loan comes. But you need your 60% to pay your fees and register your courses. But the loan don't come on time. That is why John Dramani Mahama introduced the no fee stress, so that when you sign on, the school and the SLTF will be in collaboration, like how health insurance and the hospitals. They will pay it directly. And if still you need a loan, maybe for your accommodation or your 1-2-1-2, that one, look at the no fee stress. John Dramani Mahama is not going to take that money back. At first, I even thought the no fee stress was only for freshers, and now I even realized that it was even for everyone who is in the tertiary.
Really?
Yes. Go and check. You can sign on. I'm telling you.
Really?
Yes. So because today the no fee stress is there. We said free entrance to the university. That one is different. And John Dramani Mahama said what? He is going to do what? Reverse their money for them. But reversing of the money, they are not going to give the money directly to them. But the money will be put in what? As their next level 200 fees. And they open the no fee stress so that you can also sign on. When you are even in 300, you can go and check it. I'm telling you. I'm even surprised.
Wow.
Because I can even open my portal for you right now. You see it over there. And they have given you the privilege to also request for a loan. Apart from the no fee stress. So I think they should commend John Dramani Mahama for this good initiative.
So it's not any tactical.
It's not any. Look at. We are very, very tactical. We are very, very focused. I'm telling you today. You see, when you are fighting with someone, I've gone in a different battle with you, and you have seen my strategies. Next time when I'm coming, I'll walk like a cripple. That is what the NDC is doing now. And you see, the MPP is confused. We just introduced the coding program. We introduced the Ojumara. They don't know when it is coming. They are confused. How is the Ojumara going to be? Everyone is saying, where are they going to start? No. I will not show you my tactics. we are just going to surprise them. You see, they are just confused. It's like you are fighting with someone and the nipa no a kwata as a nipa no so a cripple and they say the person is dangerous. So you will be confused.
Okay.
And there is nowhere Jata said Madam was flying with Ibrahim Mama jet. So my brother
it's not Jata.
You
I said the NDC are now coming out saying that no. I said Ablakwa said no government appointee, whether vice president or whatever, to seek medical attention outside the
country. Is Madam appointee?
No. By even now that in the first case was the vice president who traveled first, Bamia. That he made that case in regards to Bamia's travel, and even no government official, appointee or whatever, should seek medical attention outside the country. And then we were here, and then our vice president was referred outside for medical attention. Appointee? And then also, but she's an official, come on, official. She's an official. Yeah, she's for the state. Whatever she does, the state is going to pay. Okay. I made it clear in regards to Dr. Baumia's health. When he traveled, he made it clear in regards to Dr. Baumia's case. And then this same woman is also another vice president. And he came out with even the jets that the president travels with, the private jet, instead of using the presidential jet. He made it clear that the cost of the jet came out to write the cost and everything. You now want to know the cost of the private jet that brought the woman from UK to Ghana. Okay. The cost. Now I want to know the cost. So you come and say that I didn't say that. And then also, he was saying they don't want NPP to know their tactics. It's not about NPP knowing their tactics. It's about Ghanaians. My people in my area are complaining about this good thing. That's not pending. Since my people, it's not about NPP knowing your tactics.
I think he's interfering in my time.
Sure.
I was quiet.
Kindly
be quiet. Kindly be quiet. Okay. The people of Amasama, Senyo is there. Okay. Hansen Kwashi is there. Just go to them. They will give you the clear clarification about the Ejumara project. Look at Ghanaians should just keep calm. We are coming. And
you are coming like Apache.
Look at we are coming like Apache. And the quarter. You will not understand the tactics. But when you need to realize now it's so natural. So this is just easy. They are just confused. Someone who told you that he's going to sleep at the Yoko till tomorrow, 10 p.m. is no longer over there. The person is not, and you are here telling us he should go and check before they gave him 60 million. In case you don't know, go and check. If you are telling us that we are setting precedents, go and check how much they gave Dufuo. Go and check how much they gave Namwa.
Okay.
So let's be fair to ourselves. Okay. Look at, he should not bring the issue of whom to be He should not bring the issue of unkudi unkone. That is the issue. So he should just face his problem.
He should just face his problem.
So the issue of the SLTF, everyone is involved, whether you are in the private university, whether you are in the tertiary, let me say nursing or teachers training, everyone is involved. And nowhere John Dramani Mahama said we are going to cancel the student allowance, because if we are telling, look at the loan is something that you are entitled to take. It's not compulsory. It's not compulsory. We know definitely you will one day pay. So far as he has benefited from the student loan, he should start paying from now, because on mine I had day. And secondly, too, you see his junior brother, and he said 2 brothers, right? They can just find someone to educate them about the SLTA on how they can sign on, so that they
already know.
Yes, they already know, which means they are yes. So they should just benefit from it. Okay. We are all Ghanaian. Like how they are going to pay the 1 CD for the full, we are all going to pay. It's good.
Yeah, for money. Don't worry. Let me come in. You mentioned Hansen Kwashi and Senyon.
Because of our time.
Just a minute.
I'm coming. Because of our time. When you are making your submission on the next topic, if you can drift in, but it will go into your time.
Okay.
The next topics are going to be for 6 minutes.
Okay.
So you know how to allocate it for your rebuttal and then the rest. Now the next, Galamsey has been of a huge menace to us as a people.
Yeah.
We spoke about so many ways that we want to curtail it, fight it, stop it and all. Galam stop, Vanguard, Blow Initiative, something like all these things. Now the government is saying that they are going to employ a different tactic, which is the no permit, no excavator. In Africa, we've learned that Ghana is leading in terms of the most imported excavators for the past 4 years.
Yeah.
And so these excavators, we all know what they come in to do is for the Galamsey. So government is saying that from now, whoever is importing excavator into the country, you would have to gain permits. I think it's from Gold Board, right? Gold Board is going to give that permit before you because some checks are going to be made before you are granted the access to import your. Is this actually any way to fight this Galamsey? Like we've done so many things. Now this is what we are back to. Is this a way of actually fighting Galamsey? How is this going to contribute to the fight against Galamsey?
Let me come in with what you said about mentioning Hassan Kwashi and Senior. I've known Senior for years. I've known Hassan Kwashi for years. This thing about Wamlen Codes has nothing to do with them. You apply online, register online. Okay. People have registered. And they've been on pending for about 3 months. Okay. You're telling me they should go and see Hassan Kwashi. What will Hassan Kwashi do? What will Senior do? I have their numbers here. What are they going to do about this? Something that they are applying online, they're registering online. You are telling them to go and see them about how to go about it. What are they going to do about it?
No, he didn't say they should go and see them about.
No, he said about Wamlen Codes. If the people of Amasaman should see Hassan Kwashi and
for more clarification.
For more clarifications,
because you don't know what is going on.
The registered online.
They are part of the group.
We are on the same page with Hassan Kwashi and Senior. That's what I'm saying. They are not strangers to me. They are not strangers. They know me in person. I know them in person. Okay. They are not strangers to me. Okay. What is the clarification? You can give us the clarification. You are also here. Yes, you are also here. And I'll let me go back to the excavator issue. Okay. No permit, no excavator.
Yeah.
Fine. Now, if someone sees his job is to import excavators to sell, how is it going to be? Or people can't sell excavators in Ghana?
That's a good question.
The Galamsey issue.
Yeah.
Is the fact that Galamsey, the way they are like they are running, turning around about it. It's not nice. When they're in the position, they even said they can use just 1 week to stop Galamsey. Even they said they can use just 1 week to stop Galamsey. Some judge made it clear that just 1 week, you can use just 1 week to stop Galamsey. Now tomorrow this, today this, tomorrow blue water. Still people are mining. They're mining now on the snow. This on the snow stretch. Sorry, from Accra to Nkoko stretch. If you get to a snow, at the roadside. Right at the road, not in Lungu, not in the forest too. At the roadside, people are mining. People are mining. Nobody has been there. Nobody has been there to even ask them anything. They've mined now my back room. When they're in a position, what do they say about Galamsey? They're even saying they are mining behind the Kufado's house. When Professor from Obabatin this thing came out, they made it clear that you told if you don't see me. Now what about power? You took work home. People are messaging Chamakutu's name. That he's also mining along the Kumasi to Sunyani Road. He's mining there. They are body this or mine up along the road. People are coming out with evidences that the man is mining along the road, and you've not been able to say anything. Now you're saying has no permit, and then this permit that they are saying they're going to grant a permit to their own people. They're going to grant a permit to their own NDC people for them to come and mine. Permits not even man over there to come and mine. They are going to give the permit to their own NDC guys, and they are going to be same people to mine. Okay. Mine there, the Galamsey, they're not going to the Galamsey. The Galamsey is not going to stop. In the first place, the Yankan said it's not going to stop. Okay. Permit never. They're going to give the permit to the NDC guys. Okay. The NDC guys are going to do the mining. Okay. That is very simple. Like there's no foundation to this. Okay. There what someone I learned the EPA. There's the CEO for EPA was saying all she needs is 12 helicopters. Or then and guns and then like I was just like hey. Then you're saying there's the terrorists in those mining areas. But can we? Like I was laughing.
You think it's not a valid way to fight it?
Then you do think the people there what become your air no? Do not also go for weapons or ammunition or explosive materials. Okay. They also go for these things. You bet more blasted. You have no idea because you have no idea how wicked these people are. You have no idea how these wicked people are. Do you get it? Yeah. So the permit that they're going to give, they're going to grant the permit to their own NDC guys to mine. Simple. Okay. The NDC guys are the ones going to mine. Okay. Nobody, no permit, no. If you want to stop Galamsey, you can stop it without even talking about no permit, no excavator. Okay. If you want to stop Galamsey, just a quick thing. You can let everybody put their tools down. Let everybody put their tools down. Now, license officially. Or a better concession, then we come and expect the concession, everything before you start mining again. You can just put an emergency on it, instead of emergency on it. Okay. Even if for 1 week, you can just do that. Okay. Then the EPA, the Minerals Commission, the Lands Ministry and other things, they can all come together to start visiting the site and other things. Or be for the tools in good form. So when they're in the position, they were saying, so everybody should put their tools down. Okay. When there's no position, they can just do the same thing. But if you tell us no excavator, no permit, no excavator, we know you're going to grant the permit to your own guys. The permit is going to be on my permit. The permit is for the permit. So I'm telling you, you won't get the permit. Okay. Me and Adam, if I want the permit, I won't get. Isaka will get the permit. Isaka will be given the permit to import excavators here. You'll be given the permit.
Your time is almost up. You have 30 seconds.
So this thing about the no permit, no galamsey issue. Is the NDC guys who are going to mine, they are going to be granted the permit, and they are going to import excavators to mine. Okay. And no.
Mr. Omari, yes, I think still the NPP, they have not realized that the shock is still the defeat. They did the default shock, they were papa. Because look at this thing that they are saying. I think they should wake up from the shock. Look at the country has changed. People who think, look at people who are thinking
from e-levy to fuel.
Mr. Omari, look at what is the purpose of that tax. Did you hear the minister? Look at thinkers are thinking now. I'm telling you.
So
we just realized that human being is governing Ghana. I'm telling you.
So previously,
dear Nkuyi, afi nipa neshe yeso. I'm telling you, nipa neshe yeso. Look at, let me tell you something. Yeah. You see, this thing that they are saying, you need people who can think. We are fighting Galamsey. Yeah. We are visiting the site. We are arresting people. We are arresting the excavator. Is that the only purpose of fighting Galamsey? No. Who imports the excavator they are using? Okay. You need to know. Some are renting, some are buying it. When they arrest all the excavators, you cannot trace who owns that excavator.
Countries or the DVLA?
Oh, please. Who brought this initiative of this giving of license of this thing? The excavator. The DVLA boss even suggested that from the port, they want to get the records of everyone who has been buying the excavator. People buy the excavator in the name of some people. Go and check the number of people who bought the excavators. We just want to have the records of whoever is operating the excavator, who owns the excavator. Let me give you an example. They said we have corrupt radio stations, and every radio station has been taken what license, isn't it? Yeah. And you want to identify who is not having a license. What will you do?
What do you think I should do?
Good. If you want to identify, you go through your records. I have 100 people. When you come here, how can you find out that GhanaTalks Radio don't have a license? Definitely, you
definitely ask for their license.
Good. So today, ask yourself, do you know we cannot trace the people who, the all the excavators we are having? We cannot trace the owners.
Why? How is that?
Because the system is corrupt.
Oh, so we can't trace them.
We can't trace them.
So there is an excavator and there's no owner of the excavator.
I'm telling you, the system is corrupt. Today, look at people own excavator. Are you listening? Yeah. People own excavator. And some people go and rent the excavator and work with it at the mining site. Obi crowd to be called as an excavator or they stole my excavator.
Really?
Yes. But today, so far as The gold board is there. They are putting measures in place. The measures they are putting in place is not only about buying the gold. Look at what we are doing. The EPA is part. The Lands Commission is part of whatever is going on. If you want to mine, make sure the excavator, you have permit.
Okay.
And imagine you take a permit for working in Bolga. At the end of the day, say excavator in Ashanti region. We know who came to take the permit. So we are fighting the owners of the excavator, and we are fighting people who are renting the excavator as well. Whilst we are fighting, the EPA is also fighting for the environment. It's all about the channel for fighting galamsey. It's not only about visiting the site, sacking them, arresting them. No. We are putting measures in place. All this is because we want to monitor things. All this is part of monitoring. And my brother was talking about the EPA director who was talking about the 2 helicopter and gun. She didn't tell you that she would be in the helicopter while she's shooting the people.
So what was she going to use it for?
Did you know where Muntumi was mining his galamsey? The Akunta mines. So who be Omoshe? Who be Omoshe? And you saw how the
drones,
the soldiers. So imagine, look at the helicopter is just for monitoring, and the guys on the grounds, the EPA also need to protect themselves.
Okay.
I hope you get it. They also need to protect themselves. Okay. That is why they are seeking for guns as well. I hope you get it. Okay. The helicopter is just to monitor. While someone is in the air monitoring, someone is also at the grounds there giving information.
Okay.
All this is, look at, this is a monitoring strategy that we are trying to introduce. We have gotten people, the Blue Water Guard, they are there monitoring the water so that we are seeing what the day-to-day activity of the water and the changes that is coming. And we are also having the police on the grounds monitoring. Look at, we said the media should help us. You are here in case you know where they are doing the galamsey.
You have 1 minute to
just prompt the police or just prompt whoever you are supposed to prompt. They'll just move the men over there. That is what we are doing. Okay. Look at Erasmus Donko, what he's doing today. This is a Ghanaian we are talking about. So please just wake up from the shock. We know we people are still shocked. 38% ain't easy.
Okay.
So this is a good call.
Okay.
This is also to monitor the activities of the excavator.
Okay.
That is the strategy.
That is the strategy. Thank you there, Isaka. Our time is getting into its nearing pattern. But then we have our last topic to discuss. And this topic is in regards to Madame Cecilia Dapa. There is this judicial conflict between the OSP and I think the Attorney General and other investigative bodies. I learned that, I don't know how factual this is, but I learned that once the OSP takes over a certain case, other bodies don't, enter the race. It is Dapa's case. I think last year we were all about it. We wanted to get the facts right. If she deserves prosecution, we prosecute her and all. The president came out to declare that she is not in any frivolous activities to earn those monies. It went to court. We actually learned she's been cleared yesterday, or is it? No, last 2 days.
Yeah.
The OSP's office held a press briefing, and they made it known that the new administration of Yoko has requested for the dockets of Madame Cecilia Dapa. Even though the case, I think, has been closed, they want to revisit the case and see what... Is it that the Yoko doesn't believe the outcome of the closed dockets when it was visited in the first place, and that they think that there is some substance in it that they need to reconsider, or it is just, as they say, a witch hunt by your party just going after people of the previous administration?
Okay. Did anyone go after Chief Imam? Did anyone go after Mensa Otalo? Why is he the other part? Because there was an issue. You were here when the clearing agent, you all know him. He came to clear.
Who is the clearing agent?
Former President Nanado, he was the clearing agent. You see, I'm grateful that the OSP, the office, they are gaining their integrity back. I saw be a wamo yujuma. No, or Mrama, which is the person is also giving you rules and regulation to govern. Whilst we all know the OSP office, they are entitled to do whatever on their own that they think is right.
Okay.
How can Nanado come and clear Cecilia Dapa? And you see, the OSP, let me tell you, they know there is issue about Cecilia Dapa.
Are they not the same people?
Yes, that time the hands are tied, but today they are gaining their integrity back. I heard they call Charles Bisu again. They are trying to recall his issue, right? Charles Bisu. Yeah. Yes, this tells you that some of the ruling was wrong, but I said they cannot say it. Now Sonoma will everything when you go to court, Sonoma will clear you. I hope you get it. Now we have a new Chief Justice, the actor. We have new Iyoko boss. We have new BNI boss.
People believe that the new Iyoko boss is on a personal vendetta.
No. So far as he's doing his work.
Okay.
To me, he took the money. That's why he was called.
Okay.
So maybe to be one yeshi now your girlfriend. No. Go and ask his lawyer. They will tell you. I hope you get it. Okay. So if they are calling Cecilia Dapa case back, this needs to tell you that there is issue over there that the former president was trying to just to clear the woman for one or two reasons. I hope you get it. Yeah. Because Iyoko can just go and call back or request for the docket. There is issue over there.
Okay.
Still, there is $1 million under the bed. What is that money doing over there? There's millions of CDs over there. Kofi omi dear Bonnie, omi dear Bonnie, and I'm very sad. I'm just waiting to listen to what my brother will say about this. Whether inviting or requesting for the docket is good or is bad.
Okay.
I hope you get it.
Sure.
And I think this is a good call. Whoever, I wish like from even the former the current president now, he was investigated, isn't it? So who is Cecilia Dapa? Even Nanado they should invite him. But we are just waiting for the Kukuru. I mean, you know him. Don't you know the Kukuru? No, we are just waiting for him.
He's a Kukuru.
Osi we just cancer. Wamba. They should go and listen to Napo. He said everyone should get ready.
So you think it's the right call?
Oh, it's a right call. Just I'm not saying she's guilty or not.
Okay.
They should just invite her. Yes,
sake.
whatever they want to ask her. The question they should ask her.
Okay.
I hope you get it.
All right.
Because if you have 100 Ghana cedi, you need to know how you got the 100 Ghana cedi.
Okay.
I hope you get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. Oh.
First of all, let me start with when was saying to track the records of the excavators is very difficult. It's never difficult.
Okay.
Because the excavators have been registered at DVLA. And if you go to DVLA, you have the number of the excavator.
Sure.
Even the charge number of the excavator. Once you see the excavator, you are private to
We are talking about permit.
Once you are,
we are talking about permit.
When you were speaking,
and I told you this is purposely for monitoring. We are talking about clearance.
With the excavator, Isaka, you said that. It is difficult
to track
the
owners.
Yes, those who are using the excavator.
And I'm saying,
a lot of excavators have been arrested as I'm talking to you. But
they can't track the owners.
They can't get the owners.
Okay. So that's
what a lot of people say when they visit you, I am an excavator or movie eye. That is what they keep telling people.
So fine. Excavator or movie eye or Nadi. So you mean you've been able to track that person who owns the excavator. Now you take it from there.
Who is in use of it?
No.
That's where the question
is. So
who's
use of it? He said maybe it was stolen. So it doesn't know who stole the excavator. By thanks being to God, then this government has helped him to now get back his excavator back. Because once you go to DVLA, you can track the owner of the excavator. You can just track the owner of the excavator easily. You take it from there. Whether or the rentee will be you can say that no. this person so came to rent my excavator. I didn't know he or she was going to use for Galamsey. Okay. It can be there. It's not about say you can't track the owners. Fine, maybe the owners don't come.
Okay.
When you arrest them, the owners they don't show up. Mostly they think when they show up, they might be arrested. Okay. Yeah, so they don't show up. You can say this, but don't say tracking it. They can be tracked, but maybe they don't show up. Because maybe when they show up, they think they might be arrested. Okay. That's why maybe they don't show up. Right. But they can be tracked and be brought to bush. That one they find on Tunche. Now let's come to the past issue. You have the OSP. Yeah, and they're appointing. I would say, does he have the power to prosecute? Does the OSP have the power to prosecute? Because they need a special prosecutor. So I want to know if he has the powers to prosecute. Because why can't he go straight forward and prosecute the person? Or doesn't have the power to prosecute?
No, but the OSP is not the one requesting for the OSP's office. They've even closed their pockets.
The message was that the Yoko was demanding, or OSP is rather handing over. Let's look at topic. Is it that the Yoko is demanding?
Yeah, Yoko is the one.
Because in the topic, does the Yoko demanding for it?
No, it says that the new Yoko boss has requested
for the docket of Slate.
Yeah,
just take it there.
Okay.
The OSP, for Crown, even Kevin Kinoforeta, he's even trying to prosecute the man. So who's Slapa?
Okay.
If the president calls and Crown, he's trying to prosecute him. So who's Slapa? Okay. We are not scared of anything.
Okay.
By human Archer, the Yoko boss. If you go and there's anything about Slapa and you arrest the woman, the law should work.
Okay.
After 48 hours, if ever charges against her, just prosecute her and send it to court.
Okay.
It's just simple. We don't like the Monday to know a 1 week. No, it's unlawful.
No, but let's be fair to Yoko as well. Yoko were trying to be constitutional. What do you want to mean? Just that he wasn't able to provide.
So if you're able to provide the sureties for the bill, what do? They prosecute you because they can't detain you more than 48 hours. That's it. They can't detain you more than 48 hours.
So you would have been happy if they had prosecuted him and remanded him rather.
I don't know. So with this kind of prosecuting now, I'm safe from home.
Okay. Because I saw you there.
I was there.
I saw you.
I was there to me because he was being detained not time not every 48 hours.
Okay.
That was why I was there.
That's fair.
You saw me. I was there. So people called me. Hey, you Star Wars. You've seen you there. And I was supposed to be there.
But he was not detained for 48 hours.
For more than 48 hours?
No. Let's be fair here.
When was
they gave them
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
My brother. No. Let's make things
clear. Bill was given to him. That is what
Bill was given to him.
He wasn't.
And then the bill.
He was not ready.
It wasn't. Fine. You can put the bill on my head. If I'm not able to get the sureties. And I'm still if I'm not able to get a surety, then I'll be.
Isaac, don't come in again.
No,
our time is.
No,
you are ending.
You've given me a bill. I'm not able to provide the sureties.
Okay.
What step? Okay. I want to take. What are the next steps? What my bill? Nipa don't me provide the sureties.
Are you saying his lawyer didn't know what they were doing? Because the lawyer
maybe the lawyer was just pleading. Maybe that's what I said because I was there when I interviewed the lawyer. Former starch member.
But do you know the reason why he was there Saturday, Sunday?
No, for that one, never to change. But from Wednesday coming, no. I went there. Was it Thursday or Friday? I went there, and then I went on Friday rather, because not Thursday I was busy, and Wednesday I was busy. But what is if Sladapa is being detained or he's been called by the Yoko? And she's been charged or detained or whatever. After 48 hours, I'm prosecuting her. Okay. I'm facing there are any charges or any whatever corrupt activities surrounding her office or whatever. But mine say detain her. So with my family bill and bar, just prosecute her. Okay. I have no problem. Let the law work. Many how.
Okay. But who to me the man law in you, Juma.
Who to me also wanted him to after the 10 for 48 hours.
No one.
I don't. Now so
look, you see, do you know what they don't understand? You see, when you are investigating someone, you just don't wake up and just detain the person. You have gotten your evidence. you need to push the issue to the court, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we never detain him 48 hours.
You place the bill on the person.
But the way Isaka, you are even saying we never. Hey, now is Yoko for NDC?
Yoko's for NDC.
I'm a Ghanaian.
That's why, Mr. Mari, I was here. Mr. Mari,
I'm a Ghanaian.
Mr. Mari, I was here one day and I told you the oral team, a black person politician.
Mm-hmm.
But the people said disguised politician. It's a disguised politician. I was saying, I was mentioning that even the oral team.
Do you know the problem?
I told you that even the oral team, we shouldn't this around this oral team.
Do you know the problem?
It's about which hand
today when you get the power. What would you do in a bonnet? No, only so be your power, only peace. You do in a bonnet. Look at. Don't do the bonnet. He will not even come after you.
So that's how it's going to be.
They have not even come after us. I'm talking to you. To me don't have peace, and he thought Kofi Boateng will come for him.
Okay.
That's why he's also ready for
that.
That's
how it's going to be.
Our time is up. In 30 seconds, our last words before we leave the studio.
I think first of all, thank you very much, and thank you to our listeners and all Ghanaians who signed on the Ejumora project. I just want to tell them to keep calm. And if you can't access the online portal, just visit your constituency, which is the YE director in every constituency. They are going to assist you, and the same as the coding program too as well. And I think we have just done the registration. When you take the records of people, at least you need to know this one wants to be a mechanic, this one wants to be a seamstress, this one wants to be a tailor, so that measures will be put in place for them. You can't just log in, then they invite you to come. No. Measures are being put in place and on how their classes is going to be. So they should just keep calm and keep hope that everything is going to be okay. And we want to assure them by the end of this one, the dollar and the member from Kwata and everything is going to be okay.
Everything is going to be okay. Thank you, there, Isaka. Oh, the last word.
Yeah, let me say good morning to the General Secretary of our party, Mr. Justin Fiaponkodia. He's doing fantastically well. Bojuma, or to me, she may be a similar Bian, he follows it, also party to be our DH. And also, good morning to Commander Prince Obey, OT of an Aswo too. He's not contesting as the Assistant Secretary for the Greater Accra region. And then Bright Esufi, who's also contesting as the first Vice Chairman for the MPP National. Good morning to all of them. And also, good morning to the people of Amasama. Right now, we know that we are going to pay energy sector levy. I name the cost of the DIMSO, and this one I know we don't even know the cost of DIMSO, but we are going to pay energy sector levy. Whilst we don't even know what's costing the DIMSO. We don't even know, but we are going to pay that levy. That levy, or we should plant, and they do lights crying about you pay. But the minister told us that after May, June, there will be nothing like DIMSO. After never levy. Maybe by the minister, settings minister, Sam George one settings. A black was settings. I'm a settings.
I am offering you
settings from Kwa. I buy settings. I buy. Bye bye.
So that was the two gentlemen in the studios representing the NDC and the NPP. For today's discussion, I want to thank each and everyone who stayed glued to listen to us, and also to our production team, to my producer, DJ Q, to the entire Breakfast Show team. We thank you and enjoy the rest of your day.